Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome to my channel Papercraft Secrets. Today I'm sharing a beautiful mixed media project that I created with some of the beautiful Mintay products. One of the products I used was this Mintay frame chippy. I also used some of the Mintay birdcage chippies. I used the Mintay Kreative chalk paints. I used the Mintay Kreative chalk paste and a handwriting stencil, and I used the paper die cuts from the beautiful brand new Elodie collection. Come and join with me and let's craft this project together. I'm going to take you step by step through the process of how I created this mixed media project. So to begin with, I used the Mintay Kreative paints, and you can see I've got number 1 white, I've got number 10 sky, I've got number 4 rosebud, and I've got number 11 lilac. So I've got a range of colors here that I've chosen that match the Elodie collection. So first of all, I'm just covering the whole chippy in just plain white for my base, and then I am also coloring or painting the bird cages in white as well that I want to use. And then I'm looking at using the really pretty paper die cuts, and I'm just checking my colors. Have I chosen the right sort of colors for my Kreative paints? And you can see in the paper die cuts here that you've got sort of like a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue, a little bit of white, and a little bit of purple. So that's why I've picked those paints to match in with this collection. I need to give my paints a little bit of a stir up because they've been sitting on my shelf for a little while. So when you open your Mintay Kreative chalk paint, you'll notice that it may have separated and that you need to give it a good stir so that you can use the paint. I've just added some purple into our canvas that we're working with, our chippy that we're working with today. You can see here I'm just going to quickly mix up the blue and give that a stir. And I'm just using a foam brush to get some of the colour down onto my chippy canvas. So now I've used white and I've used blue and I've used purple, and the last colour that I need to use is some pink. And I just put a board down on my surface, my work surface, so that I won't get too much paint onto my work surface. My pink was just a little bit dry, so I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of water to my pink so that I've got a better consistency. I've used a lot of this pink. It's really one of my favorite colors, the number 4 rosebud. So there I go, just adding on all of the beautiful Mintay Kreative chalk paint colors onto my background design, and then I'm waiting for that to dry. Just a little bit of white on top to lighten it up. Once that's dry, I'm taking my handwriting stencil and the Mintay chalk paste, and I'm going to use the handwriting stencil to cover the base of my chippy. So I'm using a metal spatula to spread the chalk paste through the stencil Just doing that little bottom bit there. And then I'm going to come over on the other side and do the other side. Because I'm filling up the whole area. You don't have to fill up the whole area if you don't want to, and you just want a little bit of stencil here and there, that's totally fine as well. Once that's dried, I'm then going to look at my paper die cuts, and I'm going to add some cardboard to the back of my paper die cut to add some more dimension to my project. And I've got this pretty bird cage that I painted in the white chalk paint that I'm going to use in my design. I'm just adding in some cheesecloth as well. This helps soften the paper elements. And I'm going to be using some flowers. And I'll use these flowers to create a significant amount of height and dimension on my project. I'm going to be adding in some little lace pieces as well for little bits of decoration into all of my layers. So just gluing in those pieces. Gluing my flower wreath from the paper die cuts down. I'm going to glue my bird cage on top of all of that. And another flower, pop that in under there. That'll just help everything sit securely onto the chippy. And another flower over here. So add some more cheesecloth. Just have to be careful what glue you're using to make sure that your glue is sticking down. I swapped glue from the original one that I was using just to make sure that everything is adhering carefully onto the chippy. It's going in with some extra little die cuts. And some ribbon. And that's starting to look nice. That's kind of our first layer done. I'm going to add some little silver sparkly bits and pieces, some bits of glitter chunks. Now, one of the things that you can do with the Mintay Kreative chalk paint is you can paint your flowers and change the color of your flowers. Here I'm using pink, and then I'm using some white as well. So the pink flower wasn't quite matching, so I'm just adding a little bit of chalk paint there to tie everything in. And just a bit of white chalk paint on our images, and then a little bit of glitter. Now I've got this beautiful lady here on the bicycle, and we've got the lovely flower shop. So we're going to use those paper die cuts to decorate. little bit more cheesecloth. This is such a fun project. I loved creating this project. I really enjoy doing these mixed media projects at the moment. I'm really having a lot of fun with them. I like building up the layers and making it really three-dimensional. Some lace and cheesecloth, some ribbon and a flower. I'll stick on our little flower shop. And then it's just a matter of playing around and adding in different elements to the design. Some more ribbon, some more glitter. Bit more glitter around here. I think I'm nearly ready to pop my lady on the bike on. It's working out the best position for her. And just a matter of playing and enjoying, building up those layers. Here's another flower that I colour. You can see it's a yellow flower, but I don't want a yellow flower. I want a pink flower, so I'm changing the colour of the flower by painting it with the Mintay chalk paste. First pink and then the edges in white. Just felt like I needed a bigger flower there. Put that little one underneath and put that big one there. It just needed to be a bit bigger, I felt. There's this little cute little blue fence that we can add in as well. We put some cardboard next to it, that way it will stand up a little bit from the rest of the image that's already on there and create more of a three-dimensional effect. We've got love hearts in this collection, so we can sprinkle some love hearts in and around our design. Just a little love heart up the top there, and one up there perhaps. Poking out from behind the layers. I'm going to add some kindy glitz onto my flower. just to make it all glittery, and some little sparkles. And some little pearls into my flower. Well, they're sticking to my gluey fingers at the moment. You do get sort of very dirty hands when you make a mixed media project. Just adding a little more white to the flower and some more sparkle. Some more glitter. You can never have enough glitter and bling on these mixed media projects. I just wanted to go around the edges with a little bit of white to create more of a shabby chic feel to the chippy. And then I wanted to just go over that with a glitter edge as well. And I went around the little circles with a little white edge. And then I added some glitter as well. Whoops, that was a little bit too much. It came out really fast there for a minute. Just spread that out with my fingers. And all the way around these little holes. And this is my finished design. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I absolutely loved the process of using all of the beautiful Mintay products. You can see there's a lot of layers there and a lot of dimensional space being used. Lots of shabby chic goodness. I hope you enjoyed this creative process, and I encourage you to have a try yourself. Choose a Mintay chippy for your base and some beautiful Mintay paper die cuts and maybe a birdcage chippy or something similar, and go ahead and have a play. Use some flowers and some ribbon and some lace and just enjoy the creative process of using the beautiful Mintay products. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely crafty day.